Pleasure to meet you,
Pleasure to
Rahul.
be here.
After a long time,
Yeah,
we never thought that we will be meeting in Ras Al Khaimah, but
of
yeah,
all places, yeah.
yeah,
But it's such a beautiful place anyway.
beautiful place. Yeah. So, Rahul, why Ras Al Khaimah?
We've been in the business of events and IPs for 28 years in India, and I came here about 4 odd years back, and I met the people here. I saw the place, and I fell in love. And every place I went, the kind of hospitality that I got, the kind of support that I got, right from the palace to the government to everybody that I've been working with, has been massive. So in September, we decided that it was time for us to open shop. And so we are officially the first event agency in Ras Al Khaimah.
Note this.
yeah, so
The
there
first Indian agency.
It's actually the first event agency. They didn't have the category of event agencies. Yeah,
Oh.
so they have light providers, they have sound providers, but we are the official first event agency in Ras Al Khaimah. And when I say event agency, we cover the entire gamut of events. So we do, we are a wedding company as well. So we are an official DMC. We do events as in corporate and MICE, as well as build intellectual properties like festivals.
My question here is, if any agency from India comes to Ras Al Khaimah, do they need to get through you, or they are open, or how? What does that mean to becoming the official?
They don't need to come through me, but the kind of value that we add. Okay, so right from our relationships with the airports to the government to the tourism development to the RAC chamber, that is built on the fact that we are RAC based. That is built on the fact that we are officially a DMC here.
Yeah.
So to give you a slight example, okay, if an agency comes from India and works with any of the hotels, they are not, they don't get commissions because as a DMC, you can't. If you're not non-DMC, you can't get commissions. So we get a commission, and we are honest about it, and we tell the agencies that we work with that we split the commissions. So we are not here to kind of make money, we are here to kind of build relationships. Yeah. So we've actually had about 8 or 9 queries already, which are already in the works. And our system is so transparent that we're actually marking the agencies on the mails to the hotels so that there is an open conversation. And we are a B2B, we are not a B2C. So if somebody approaches us and says, hey, we want to do a wedding in Ras Al Khaimah, we don't take queries directly. It is done through an agency.
My interesting question would be, if any wedding client asks a recommendation for wedding agency.
So it depends. Honestly, you know how it is in India. There are a scale of clients. So a scale of wedding agencies. You have Swaha, you have Hemant and all of them. You have Samit, who's the god of weddings. You have Rajiv Jain. You have Rima. You have a million people who are there. So depending on what the client is looking for, we are more than happy to. And we have a lot of the hotels who've come back to us saying, hey, you know what? These guys want to do an Indian wedding and they are based in the UAE and they want recommendations on agencies. In the end, our job is to also work backwards and say, hey, you know what? These are the 4 or 5 agencies that we love working with, and why don't you try them? And we work it within what they're looking for. Every client obviously has a budget, so we work backwards on it. And that goes for MICE, that goes for everything else as well.
Yeah, so it's a business, and obviously the wedding agency would safeguard you as well for the...
So we don't, so I'll tell you, our business model is very different. So what we offer now, for example, okay, when a wedding agency works with, say, a Dubai agency, okay, now the cost may be, say, 2.5 million dirhams. I can guarantee you that that will come down to 2 million dirhams here or 1.75, because we have our own inventory, we have our own deals. And like we worked in India, we have partners who are contracted with us for a next number of events. So the kind of prices that we have, nobody else can, come close. Plus, we have the ability to put up anything you want, from decor to lighting to sound to basic furniture. I mean, you've seen what we've done here. So we asked them for their budget of last year. We've taken that budget and we've actually grown it 150%. So they've seen the kind of work we do. In most of the events that happens, most international agencies, they don't design sound and light. They just give you light and sound, and they give you element-wise stuff. In India, we've always been taught to design everything. So everything has been designed. And tomorrow morning, we have His Royal Highness coming as well. And, the clients, the teams, the agencies have been super impressed with the kind of look and feel that we've offered them. And, that's what we do. We've been in this business for 28 years. It is a servicing business. So we tend to kind of service not only agencies, but the people who we have existing relationships with.
Rahul, you are a very well-known agency in India as well, now in Ras Al Khaimah. You are known for your IPs. So what is next from Marquee?
Oh, so well, we have tons of plans for intellectual properties. We have one launching on the 19th, which is called Color Splash. So it's again 19th of March.
March, okay.
So it's one of the largest festivals in the Holi space. So Ras Al Khaimah has never actually celebrated Holi. They've never actually got into a color festival. And when we met them, we were actually going to launch our first IP in May. And we were ready before time. So we said, why not launch with Holi? It's auspicious. It's a great period. We've got a great response. And we've managed to get Suketu and Akhil on stage together. So we've got the biggest DJs from India on stage. We've got Buddha and a couple of DJs coming in from Dubai as well. So it's a massive undertaking. And again, it couldn't be possible without the support of all the stakeholders. I must tell you this. So while Ras Al Khaimah is an emirate, it has various stakeholders who've never actually engaged together. We are the first ones in this country, in this emirate, who've actually bought in Al Hamra, Al Marjan, the Intercontinental, the Rixos, the Doubletree, as well as, the airport, to come in together, work together, and actually build this entire IP. And we intend continuing doing that by way of building a community of, people, Ras Al Khaimah people. And that's the intention of, our IPs. We have an international motorcycle festival, which is scheduled in January. Again, we've got great response from, Russia, from Germany, from the UK, from India, and from the UAE, bringing them in.
How Ras Al Khaimah would be, icing on the cake for wedding agencies?
Look around. I mean, where do you get this? And so let me also tell you the other way around, okay? So one of the biggest problems that the wedding industry has is, one is you have multiple permissions. Number two is cost. Everybody, and I keep telling, I meet a lot of the wedding planners, they don't make money. They work on percentages that are so minuscule that at times they actually need to say, yaar, nahi karna hai. Okay, here there is an opportunity. Okay, not only can we get great deals, so you offer, it's not only an opportunity for the agency to make money, it's an opportunity for the agency's client to come back and say, hey, you know what, I'm getting a far better deal. Not only that, the hotels lay themselves open.
Yeah.
So they give you what you want. They offer you, their beaches, their gardens, and the permissions are open. The permissions are there. Not only that, now with our relationship with the airport, I can get dhol nagaras to come onto the airstrip. So as soon as your plane lands, we can actually get the guests getting off onto the tarmac with dhol nagaras. We can actually brand the entire airport for that wedding.
So we can create that.
Yeah, we can actually have immigration counters that are especially for XYZ's wedding. So, that is the kind of red carpet that we are willing to lay out for clients. So, Indian weddings are about that, right? The shosha, the entire feeling special. So we've got all of that planned, right down to, government's involvement, right down to, anything the client asks for. We've got it down.
How happy you are?
I'm extremely happy. All of you all know me for 28 years. I've been in this industry. I've been secluded in the world of events. The kind of work we do, everyone knows. To me, this is home. We've actually bought a house here. We've actually opened an official office. We are not an SEZ office. We're an actual DMC office. We believe that the future is here. We believe that, a lot of you all have complained and spoken to us about, how Dubai and the UAE is saturated. give this place an opportunity. It'll grow on you. You have hotels, you have great beaches, you have venues that are out of this ballpark. So all we need to do is, come together and, you all guys actually create experiences. We are here to actually liaison and be your feet on ground in Ras Al Khaimah. So it's as simple as that.
So guys, if you are planning anything in Ras Al Khaimah, so count Rahul Gomes. He's here. He's done all his detailing work, connections, and I can bet that you will get the best of the deals.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Thank you.